riding this bike, and let's give you more first ride impression on this bike. So yeah, so it's in first gear. And guys, one more thing, that this bike is having the side stand cut feature, which I forgot to mention before. Okay, so for handling I can say that yes, it is quite lighter than Dominar 400, and the features also which the company has provided is good enough, because you see whatever important informations you want, it is there in the bike. Is the ride quality feels very good, the bike feels very smooth, engine is stress free, and initial pickup is very good, and this is what you want from a power cruiser, that it should pull immediately when you give the throttle. So what you expect here is this doing good, and vibrations are well contained. I won't say there won't be any sort of vibration, there will be, but it's well contained, and the foot pegs, everything, there you hardly feel bare minimal vibrations. Yes, as I'm riding the 400cc, I can feel that this bike is quite lighter. Riding style, it will suit to anyone who wants to ride this, who wants to get this bike. So you can use it for daily usage, for city as well as the highway, both. And the suspensions, they are working very good, there is no problem whatsoever. And since I was riding in a bad patch of road and before, so the suspension worked very well, the front as well as the back is completely same like how I get in my Dominar. The feedback is same, exactly same. So this initial pull and pickup is, everything is very much same like how we see in the Dominar 400. Yes, this is very good. So behind, so mirrors are also quite fine, like they are not making any vibration. So I'll go to 60 and I'll try to brake, and I'll see how the feedback is. So you can see almost 60 I am in. I'll put the brake hard. Feel like spongy compared to Dominar 400. The bite is good here, and I have applied about 70% in the front and 30% in the rear. Talking more about the practicality of this bike, so if I can see, I can tell you, like comparing to Dominar 400 how this bike will be, and do you really need a 400cc, or this 250 will work out well if you are tight in a budget. So I will say that this bike will do a great job in highway as well and in city as well, because the front is not as heavy as the Dominar 400, and due to this you can do the handling well in this bike. One more thing is that you won't get any top end from this bike, but you will get a good mid range in this bike for continue highway cruising, and you can cruise long kilometers, and the seating stance is so good that you can don't need as well the handlebar risers. I have put the handlebar risers because I felt a little bit the riding stance was not comfortable, means comfortable but not for the very long rides. So there I thought, like, if I increase it 1 inch, then the height will increase and it will be very good option for everyday long tours and highway rides. But you can also consider it here as well, but I feel like it's not required much. because this the new handlebars position have been improved from previous versions of Dominar. So this is a very good thing. And yeah, rest everything looks alike, like how we see in the 400cc of Dominar. So many things you can improve later after buying it, like you can put a better windshield which will be good, and like you get from Carbon Racing, which is very good, or from other manufacturers, aftermarket manufacturer as well. So this you can consider it in the 250 because it will be a direct fit. The design, language, everything is same, so it is a good benefit to any 250cc rider that they don't have to wait a long period to get any aftermarket accessories. You will get the crash guards, fit those crash guards easily in this bike without any problem or any issues, because the measurement, the angles, everything looks same. So this is a very good thing. I'll just turn back again. The clutch feel is also very good because it also gets a assistant slipper clutch, which the Dominar 400 gets, and that is the highlighting point here, that the almost all the technology has been given from or carried over from Dominar 400, and nothing, you won't miss anything except some of the things like the gear position indicator and the average fuel economy, etc. So these things, okay, fine, because these are very minor things and kind of add-ons, which if they are neglecting also, it's fine, because you don't really need every day those things. You can also do some manual calculation and you can get the better results actually, if you are fond of getting the fuel economy, everything. So that aspect I'm telling. So the fuel tank capacity, as I said before, very good. It's a 13-liter tank capacity, which is also there in the Dominar 400. So the better tank range means the better more kilometers you can cover. So it's a very good thing that the 250 also gets the same 13-liter tank, and I wish that in 400 they could have increased the 13-liter tank to at least 15-liter or 16-liter tank. That could be more appreciated to Bajaj. But for right now, this is fine with 250 is good, and it's good that it has been taken from 400 to this bike, so that the people who are buying this 250cc won't feel or won't regret for anything that they miss something which they are getting in the 400. So that's a very good thing which the Bajaj is doing it here. So these upside down forks are very good, and I'm getting a good feedback actually, and there is no such issues like if you come across any potholes or any off-road situations, it won't give up. These are made for Indian roads. These USDs are made for Indian roads. Of course, you may face some common issues which the USDs are likely to face, like the oil seal breaking up because of the dust and all. So, but still, if you use the forks cover which are available in market, if you use them, that is very good option, because even I am using it and nothing happens in rain or in any muddy situation. If I go, it protects well. The bike is very smooth. You won't feel any roughness, and it's a very new bike, hardly done some kilometers. 115.9 means 116 kilometer it has done just. So I can't throttle much enough. I am also riding very carefully because it's completely in braking period right now, and we have to, when we do any such reviews from owners, we are always caring about these braking periods and all, because it's a very new bike. It's last week only the owner has purchased it. Bajaj is giving you a good liquid cooled setup engine, and it's a DOHC setup, guys, not a SOHC setup. That is also appreciated, that they are giving a good engine with this bike. It's a high performance, high end engine which you get in the KTM, so that is also very good. See how smooth the bike is. There is nothing like, you won't feel any roughness or anything. Usually for me it was like very rough when I bought the bike for my 400cc, but after servicing once or twice, means after third service it became completely smooth, the engine is completely smooth. But in this I can feel that the new engine is quite smooth, very smooth. With the Bajaj oil itself it is very smooth. I wonder how it will be with the Motul engine oil, because the Motul is more thicker and more good for this kind of engines, and the feedback is very good actually with Motul engine oils. So as we know that this bike has been launched with BS6 version, and since this BS6 versions of any bike whichever we have reviewed are quite refined, all these points which I am telling right now to check, to have a checklist before you buy a bike. So why Dominar 250? So I am giving you a checklist, and like you are getting a slipper clutch, you are getting a DOHC Saturn liquid cool engine, and also you are getting a good power with torque, which Dominar is known for, and it has the great highway cruisabilities. You can do 90 to 100 or 110, I can say, easily all day. But the exhaust note is not as same as Dominar 400, because in Dominar 400 the bass is too much, and here the bass is well contained, means you won't feel that bass in every gear, or it's there, means you will get that, but not as the Dominar 400. If you ride Dominar 400 and if you come back to Dominar 250, you can actually make that difference out. But yeah, that grunge is there, the slight grunge is there. It's not like it's completely different, it's there, but not as like Dominar 400. The Dominar 400 has the more bassy and more, yeah, so from far actually you can make out that some Dominar 400 is coming. But I think in 250 it's little bit like lesser than 400, that's what I can say. It's a very genuine review, I can tell you all these things, because in most of the reviews I have seen that people are telling that it is same exhaust note with what Dominar 400 has, but in reality I don't feel so. It's not as like Dominar 400, but yeah, it has that DNA of what the Dominar 400 gets. See, so the tire feedbacks are also good, not bad, but I suggest that when you are actually opting for some good long rides with this bike, I suggest you to go with some good tires which are available, and if you think like you can upsize these tires, it will be good. Otherwise it's good enough what they are giving, the company is giving 130 section. It just look odd little bit, but yeah, that is okay, because at the end it doesn't matter how it looks, it matters how it rides. So the ride should be very good, the ride quality feedback, you should get a very good feedback whatever you are riding it. So I'll stop here and I'll talk about the bike here, if you see here, these covers are also not given with the 250cc. Most of the people, they don't have the experience of highways, so they can actually use this bike, and initially they can learn a better way for highway cruising. So this will be a great option. Then you get the same bungee straps which are available in Dominar 400, so same thing is given with this bike. The clutch feedback also is very good, as I said, it's very light because of slipper clutch, and the gears, there is no false neutral anything, the gears are shifting as you want to be, and in any whatsoever speed you are doing, so you can downshift or upshift easily. And also you can go and look for aftermarket crash guards or the windshields, everything which Dominar 400 gets, you can actually take the same and you can put it in this bike as well, because there is no much changes in anywhere. So this is one of the benefit you get in this bike. And the switch gears are also same, like with the blue backlit switch which we get in the Dominar 400. And this handlebar, everything, the position, the riding substance, everything is very, very good. Like it's very comfortable, I can say. It's very comfortable, more comfortable than any street bike, because I have ridden FZ250 and even the Suzuki Gixxer 250 also I have tried. So I can tell you that yeah, this is good and very comfortable. Those are for city usage, this is meant for both, so you can also think like that. Husqvarna 250 as well as the KTM Duke 250, see those bikes are made for performance, and the Husqvarna series are meant for the classic look, so they are also it won't go with every rider. So Bajaj has given you the option of the Bajaj Dominar 250, and almost every premium features has been also carried from its siblings. So it's very good that you get everything in the package. So you see that there is no hiccup, nothing. Yeah, but when you put into the first gear, there is some thug sound that is very much common with this bike. So you can see the tire feedback is very good, the suspension feedback is very good when I came to the off-road section of this